Hello, my creepy charmings. I'm so excited to be back, you guys. I don't even know. I think it's been a year since I posted the one and only video that we have on this channel. And I promise there's a reason for that, and we'll get into that later. But if you stuck around, thank you for sticking around. I have so much planned for this channel and for you, and I'm just so thankful for those of you who stayed. And I hope that we get more here in the future added to our spooky family, our creepy yet charming family. And there's just so much that's happened in this past year. So before I keep gabbing, let's just talk about the fact that we are in October! Woo! I am so ridiculously excited, like I don't even know. Oh, I have so much to go over with you guys, it's not even funny. There's been a ton that's happened this year. I now officially have like 10 tons of confetti all over my floor. And before we gab too much, I just need to explain, we are back here like kind of against our will. And I know that sounds terrible, but long story longer, I have a terrible editing software that I use for these YouTube videos. And I hate editing the videos. It's just awful. And to be honest, I didn't prepare or plan as much as I should have when I went to launch this channel. I did not understand how much work goes into managing them. So I definitely this has definitely been an eye-opening experience. So I kind of was lazy and just continued to post all of my content to my Halloween group, which I don't mind. I love sharing my content there. My Halloween group on Facebook is like my baby. I've had it for like, I don't even know how long now, but, and I love it. I love posting the content there. It keeps the pink in my cheeks, and it just keeps me smiling. So recently, for some reason, Facebook just said, forget you, and we're not gonna let you post videos anymore. I literally have not been able to, the past week, I have not been able to post anything. And we're in the first week of October. We are almost 7 days in. I don't know when this video is gonna get out, but it should be somewhere around there. And I was kind of forced to find another outlet because my Facebook videos weren't working. And that's why I have, you can't even see it, but I have so much confetti on the ground right now because this is my third attempt at making this, you guys, which is super sad. But it was just frustrating because I put so much time and effort into these videos, and all of a sudden, Facebook was like, nope, you're not gonna post. And I kind of took that as maybe it's time, it's a sign that I need to it's time for me to give this channel the love and energy that it deserves to truly be what it was meant to be. And I'm back. You thought you were rid of me. So, without further ado, let's just get into what we're talking about today. To kick off October, I have so many fun little goodies for you guys that are scattered all around the floor. We are going to be talking about quite a few items and new pieces that I've obtained. It's just going to be like a little Halloween season spooky show and tell. And I hope you're ready. I hope you are ready for some good Halloween content coming at you, because we're going to be talking about a lot of items today. It was one of the largest hauls that I've done this season. I think I'm finally done for the season, hopefully. My bank account needs me to be done. But today we're going to be talking about items that I've picked up from Michael's, Joann's, Tuesday Mornings, Spirit Halloween. I think Spirit Halloween. Maybe not even Spirit Halloween, you guys. I don't know. But Michael's, Joann's, Tuesday Mornings, Home Goods, At Home, Bath and Body Works, Distortions Unlimited, and yeah, that's it. I think I covered everything. So let's just dive right in. Grab a snack, grab your favorite candle, get a blanket, do whatever, put on your favorite Halloween movie in the background, because we are going to have so much fun. All right, guys, I don't even know where to begin. I guess we'll start with this. Oh, also, one thing I want to mention, I am going to be talking about a particular item at the end of this video that is a little bit spooky, and it may not be everybody's cup of tea, and my opinion and belief and stance on it may not be everyone's cup of tea. So if you want to stick around for all the Halloween portion of this video, then welcome. But feel free to sign off at the end of the video if you don't want to watch. But we're basically going to be like sharing a ghost story and talking about something really, I don't even want to say the word supernatural. We'll just say unexplainable. But we'll get to that here in a little bit. So first and foremost, I have a bundle of socks. And I wanted to talk about these because it's a tradition of mine. There's like little jack-o'-lantern ones, and then I've already lost like 2 other pairs. I'm wearing one of them right now. And we won't gab about them long, but there's like candy corn ones and little spooky striped ones, and of course the little jack-o'-lantern ones, which are probably my favorite. But these are from Tuesday Mornings, and that will be the first order of business. Tuesday Mornings is very comparable to Home Goods. If you've never been, I recommend going if you have one in your area. I know that there's quite a few in Colorado, but I don't know if there's any more on like the East Coast. I really don't know. But they're really fun. I have this tradition of buying Halloween socks every year. I never break it. You know you're old when you get excited about buying socks, but the socks, they come in these really big bundles, and they were only $6.99 a pop, so I couldn't pass up on them. And it's just, I don't know, it always gets me in the Halloween mood to buy a nice pair of spooky socks. So I don't know about you. And then moving right along, still at Tuesday Mornings, the next item I picked up was this cute little hand towel. And it's like, I like how I'm talking right now. I sound like one of those like 1950s, I don't know, game show hosts where it's like, it's your new car. I don't know. Do I sound like it? Do you think I could make it as one? I think I could. Anyways, this is another piece courtesy of Tuesday Mornings. I love this. It just says, "Witch better have my candy." And it's just a spooky little hand towel. And it's really cute because it's got a little jack-o'-lantern with a witch hat with moons and stars. And I love stuff like that, you guys. It's like that vintage Halloween style that I live for. So this was really cute. I believe this was $6.99 as well. And then we're still at Tuesday Mornings. I have 2 little pieces to talk about here. These are really cute. I picked up this little, I'm holding that wrong. Okay. I picked up this little witch ornament, and she is just so adorable, you guys. She, I saw her, and I don't know, she just sparked that, like, Halloween magic that I get when I see something that just reminds me of, I don't know, that Halloween feeling that I'm always trying to chase that I used to get when I was a kid. So she is all the things for me. Really cute. She's just meant to go on like a tree, like a spooky Halloween tree. And then I also picked up this Halloween, I don't know why, it's obviously Halloween stuff, but I also picked up this skull candlestick table topper. And for those of you who don't know, I am a major sucker for anything skull or skeleton related. I will always spend my money on it. And I had the bright idea of combining these rather than use her as an ornament. And isn't that cute? It's just so cute and magical. I love it. I love it. This, I don't need any more tabletop decor. I have to be done, you guys. But this is probably going to go on my mantle. We shall see. Oh, this was $6.99 as well. And this was $9.99. $9.99. So, and then moving along, I think that was most of our Tuesday morning things. We have one more Tuesday morning item to go over, and I'll do that at the end. So now we are on to, what are we on to, you guys? I'm so lost. There's way too much stuff here. Now we are on to, I don't know, you guys. We are gonna move right on to Bath and Body Works. So I'll start with this because I think it's really cute. I'm trying to be quick, guys, I promise. So I'm sure you all know that these were like the big deal like a few months back when they released their Halloween line. And I could not, for the life of me, find one of these. I didn't really even care which spooky Halloween house wallflower I got, but I knew I wanted one for certain, and I was able to finally get one. Bath and Body Works and I have a love-hate relationship. I think they're way overpriced, but at the same time, I will forever spend money there, like forever. It's a real thing, you guys. And I don't know. I love this. I won't go into too much detail about it because, you know, everyone knows this. And I'm not going to go over the price of these because they're just way overpriced. So, anyways, pick that up. I just want my house to start smelling like Halloween, so that's what I'm pushing for. And I also picked up this guy. I originally wanted, I don't know, I wanted the other one that had like red in it. I don't know if the eyes were red or what it was, but it looked like a poisoned candied apple skull holder. I don't even know what you want to call it. But I wanted one of these and for my candle, because of course I had to get the Wicked Apple. And this is my favorite scent that they release, and they release it every year. And the packaging is really cute this year. But in my opinion, if you want your house to smell like the fall time, this is the way to go. It'll do the trick in my opinion. I like this scent so much more than pumpkin spice and everything nice. Just kidding. I also picked up a smaller little Wicked Apple. And I got this size because I don't know if you can see it behind me, but there's that little elusive Count Dracula hand that sold out in 2 seconds. I was able to find that as well a while back. And then of course I got the Vampire Blood hand soap, which is an essential. All right, we are done with Bath and Body Works. Well, kind of. I also got a bunch of wallflower scents. So, and I'm not even gonna get into those. Then the last thing I want to talk about, well, not the last thing, but we have this. I was like trying to figure out where my Home Goods thing went, because I was like, I know I bought something at Home Goods. So I got this cute little mug that is now used. I've been using it ever since I bought it. And it's so adorable, you guys. It's like, it's just this little like ceramic mug. It's kind of got a weird filling to the front of it. I don't like the filling of it, but I hold it like this and then we're fine. So anyways, it's really cute. It screams Halloween, screams the season. I take it with me to my work, and it's got a little travel topper, so you can, you know, not spill it on yourself, which is really nice for me because I have already spilt it on myself even with the travel topper, so it's fine. I also bought another one that's not here. I forgot it at my work, and it's just like this little purplish black moon and stars cup that says like the witching season or something like that. I don't know what it says, you guys. But these were like, I want to say these were like, oh my god, I don't even remember. They were a good deal. They were like maybe $12. I think like $12.99. I think they might have been less than that. I don't remember anymore, so I'm sorry. But Home Goods always has really good deals. So if you like Home Goods and you like that kind of bargain shopping, which is what I live for, then they're great. Tuesday mornings, Home Goods, they always have good Halloween options. And then I guess we can move on to, I'm getting lost. I guess we can move on to Michael's. So I picked this guy up at Michael's, and I think this is the only Michael's thing I have to talk. Oh no, I have 2 things. No, I have, oh my god, I have 3 things to talk about from Michael's. So, I got this about just a little while back, and I loved it because I actually have a tarantula. His name is Galileo, and I just wanted something to kind of honor him in a way. But it's this really cute spider embroidered picture, and it's just really pretty. I think it says beware, enter at your own risk, which I wasn't crazy about that it says that. I would have been happy with just a spider picture, but it's really cute. Very, very ornate. And this was $19.99, but Michael's was having a sale when I went. And that's my advice there. You guys don't go to Michael's when there's not a sale. I'm serious. You'll regret it. And then I also picked up this cute little bat countdown calendar. And he is so adorable, you guys. He's got his little top hat. And I am a sucker for anything with the top hat. And he's got these little blocks that count down. I'm so sad this isn't even accurate anymore. Makes me so sad, you guys. I don't even know how many days we're at anymore. But the nice thing is, he's got these little blocks that you could take out, and they're on a string, so you can't lose them, which is like really nice for me, because I would have lost them already. So, I don't even know. Okay, well, it's just gonna go like that. All right, we're just gonna keep it like that for now, and then I'll have to figure out what flippin' day it is, because I don't know. Anyways, he's really cute. He was $19.99, but again, got him on sale, so I did not pay full price. And then, you guys, I am so ridiculously excited to talk about this piece. I haven't really spoken about it. I actually bought this a while ago, and I definitely paid full price for this, but I didn't care because it was the last one. And I don't know. I'll get into more about it here in a second, but I was looking at it because the only thing is the bottom part of this is kind of fallen off, but I can easily glue that. I didn't even care. It's this really beautiful, again, this is a Michael's purchase, a really beautiful kind of witchy deer skull cloche, and it is so beautiful. I love things that have that whole witchy vibe to them, and they actually, in my opinion, did a really, really good job with this. I normally don't like plastic cloches because it is plastic, but I don't even care. I think it's just like that heavy duty plastic, but it's so pretty, you guys. They did a really good job at the representation of it. I mean, with bones, you really would see, it's like a representation of life and death and like new beginnings, in my opinion, and it hits all of the like feels for me on a spiritual level. And I just love that they actually incorporated the mushrooms growing with it, because that's really how that would be. And it's so beautiful. It's got the crow sitting there, and it even lights up. Look how hauntingly beautiful that is, you guys. That is so pretty. And it just makes my heart happy. This sits in my kitchen, and it gets lots of love in this house. It's couldn't be more perfect. When the day comes that I get a vanity for my house, I will be displaying this there. So, anyways, definitely wanted to show you that. I'll give you one more. Because why not? It's so pretty. It's so pretty. This was, I ripped the tag off, so I don't know how much this was, but if you snag this guy, I'm very happy for you, because I only saw one and I've never seen one again. So let me know if you saw him. Anyways, Michael's killed it this year with their witchy line. I absolutely loved it. All right, so there's that. I think I've talked about all of my Michael's pieces. So, all right, so before I get into Joann's, because Joann's is my biggest haul this year, and they're gonna take a hot second. Let's talk about At Home. At Home is one of the first retailers to start putting their Halloween stuff out every year, as you know, and they are pretty much done by now. So if you want to go check this stuff out, just know that there's not a lot left anymore, and they've already started for Christmas, which is horrifying. But I did pick up a few pieces at Home. So this guy, I was really happy to find. He's not new. He's been out, I believe, a couple years, or maybe just last year. They started releasing him as part of, I think, the Dark Decadence line, or maybe Michael's had it. I don't know. But there was like these black and white scientific name photos of these different creatures, and they have a frog, a snake, and a spider that I know of. And it actually does say the scientific name, and I'm not going to try to pronounce it, but it's so cute. It's just a toad, and it's just like one of those drawings of a toad that you would see in like a science book, or I don't even know, but maybe even a witch's book, you'd see it in there. But I love this. I was so happy to find it, and I can't wait to display them. I am going to collect all the other ones, but you know, I'm sure I'll see them again. I didn't see the snake or the spider this year, but I hear there's a spider floating around, like a new one. So I do want to get those. But these are really, really, really cute. At Home had them this year. And he was $9.99. $9.99. And you know what, guys? I always get confused with At Home and Home Goods. So I really hope that when I was talking about my mug, my spooky mug, I said it was from Home Goods, because the mug is from Home Goods. That is from At Home. I don't know why I do that, but I always get those two mixed up. And now we're moving on to another little item that I picked up at Home. I haven't even opened it yet, which is really sad. I've had it for quite some time. But it's just these 3 posable trees. Static trees. I don't even know what you want to call them. But they are 3 feet, 4 feet, and 2.5 feet. So, and I didn't even read those sizes exactly, but that's roughly what they are. And they all go together. They're like these spooky trees. They are Halloween trees. They're not Christmas trees, because they're black and they've got these little burlap bows. So I thought they were really pretty when I saw them displayed. So of course I snagged it. And I thought it was a great deal. This was retailing for $39.99. Great price for what you get. These trees are actually really big. So I'm going to put them up in one of my little loft area displays. So there's that. And then that brings us on to Joann's. I cannot believe this went as quickly as it did. I feel like I'm forgetting something, but I guess I'm not. So now we're at Joann's, and I'm so excited to show you guys this haul, because I will say it. I will definitely say it. And some of you may not agree with me, but Joann's killed it this year with their wall decor. They probably some of the best wall decor I've ever seen. Hence why I gave them all my money. And they literally did a really good job with it. So let's just get right into it. I can't even wait to show you this line, you guys. The line that they came out with this year. I hope, Joann's, if you're watching this video, please bring this back again next year, because it was so good. You guys did so good. All right. I don't know where to begin. As usual, I don't know where to begin. I guess I'll start with, I guess I'll start with this. So, I have made the decision that I'm gonna do a gallery wall, most likely. And I bought a few pieces that will go really well with that aesthetic. Well, you know, they match the same aesthetic, so I'm really looking forward to it. This was one of the first pieces that I picked up. It's this cute little skeleton forearm that is like a monochromatic silver, or chrome, whatever you want to call it. And it says trick or treat, which I'm not crazy about that part, because I'm going to use this as all year long decor. But it's still all of the Halloween vibes for me. I love it so much. It's just so perfect. It's so like, it's weirdly elegant to me, and I love elegant Halloween decor because, like I said, I use it as all year house decor. So anytime I can find something like this, I'm all about it. But it's really cute, you guys, and it's by this line called Place and Time, Slithers and Shivers. And oh my god, I said it wrong. Place and Time, Slithers, Shivers and Slithers. Okay, there we go. That's a tongue twister. But anyways, this is such a great line. Most of these pieces I'm going to show you guys are by this line. So if you haven't already, run to Joann's because I didn't see many of these pieces and they're so good, you guys. But they're all wall decor, really cute. I love the look of this because who doesn't need a skeleton forearm hanging on their wall? I don't know. And then, I guess we'll just get right into this. You guys, there is confetti everywhere. It's like on everything. I cannot believe I did this. Okay, hold on. Get out of here, confetti. Okay. I got these. And these are, again, by that Place and Time Shivers and Slithers line. And I've said that enough times now, I should be a pro at it. I flippin' love these. These are just these creepy hand wall decor pieces that, I mean, there's really nothing else to describe them as. They're just these creepy hands that hang on a wall. Like they even have like the little mount for them on the back. And they're so good, you guys. They're so cool. I figured these would look really cool hanging on my gallery wall. Just kind of jutting out like it's gonna pull you into another dimension, or that's exactly what I want my guests to feel. I want them to be terrified when they walk into my home. And these definitely do the job. But if you look at them, they're just really cool. They've got all these like cuts and scrapes and scratches, and they just don't look like they're having a good time. And the nice thing about these, you guys, is you could use these as wall decor, or you can set them down on, and use them as tabletop decor. They stand. So they're like a double whammy. You can, they have multi-purpose. So I'm all about it. These were, again, by that same awesome line, the Place and Time Collection is what I'm going to start calling it. And these retailed for $29.99 a pop. And I went to Joann's when they were having a sale, thank God. So I didn't have to pay that. But I still probably would have because I think they're so good. They're so good, you guys. They're so good. All right. Let's set those down. All right, I'm sorry if this has taken 10 years, but there's just a lot. And I guess that moves us right along to this. I don't even know what to call this, and I'm not even gonna try to make something up because I don't know. But that's why I love it, because it's so unique that I had to get it. So it's this plaque with these 3 dinner plates that feature these 3 different specimens on them. I believe there's 2 beetles and a spider, and I just love it. This is, again, all year long decor for me, and as you can see, I'm completely geeking out about it. It's just all the things, all the Halloween vibes for me. But not only that, it doesn't have to be Halloween. That's what I love about it. You can use this as a dark aesthetic, home, like decorating, I don't know what I'm trying to say. You could just use this as an all year long piece in kind of like an alternative setting or gothic home decor, whatever you're doing. But I love this. The quality on it is really, really good. It'll match with so many other pieces that I picked up. And again, this is one of those gallery wall ideas. So we'll see how that goes. But this piece was, again, by that Place and Time Shivers and Slithers. And it was, again, $29.99. So, and I haven't seen this since. So I was really happy that I was able to snag one. Joann's, you did such a good job this year. Such a good job. All right. And where are we? I guess it's to go right along with that. I'll talk about this. This is a beetle on a plaque. Because who doesn't need a rhinoceros beetle on a plaque? for their home. This is just so cute. It's so cute, you guys. It's actually really good quality. It's heavy. It's very well made. It's, again, that monochromatic silver color, which I love, and it's really, really pretty in my opinion. Like, it's actually a really pretty piece. It's just very simple, very elegant, creepy at the same time. And again, this is one of those pieces I'm gonna use as all year long decor, and it is gonna go on my gallery wall, which I'm really looking forward to. It'll match perfectly with all those other things I bought so far. And with the specimen plates, it's just gonna look really good. So maybe this might be one of my favorite pieces I picked up. I love it. I love it. And this piece, again, is by that same fantastic line, Place and Time, and it retails for $29.99. Worth all the money, in my opinion. And moving right along, I guess we'll talk about this. No, we're not. We're not going to talk about this. We'll talk about this guy. This, you guys. Okay, so this, hands down, was... Hold on. My freaking hat annoys the living soul out of me. Anyways. This was by far my favorite piece that I picked up at Joann's this year. Maybe my favorite piece of wall decor that I've picked up for the entire season. It is my favorite. This is everything to me, you guys. This is exactly what I look for in a Halloween decoration. It has everything. It's so cute. It's just this skeleton. It's like there's nothing else to say there. He's just a skeleton man with his arms outstretched towards you, or outreached towards you, and he can hold something. I mean, his hands are actually flat, so I plan on putting like a little tea light candle there or something along those lines. And I don't even know what I'm gonna put there, but you're only limited by your imagination, so I'm sure I will come up with something, or maybe I won't. I don't know, that I might be limited. But anyways, he is just so flippin' amazing, you guys. He's actually really good quality. He's heavy. He's that same monochromatic silver color. He's just perfect in my opinion. If you ever have seen any of my previous Halloween decor hunting videos on Facebook or anywhere else, you will know that I have this unhealthy obsession with skeletons. If you were to look around my house, you can't even see everything right now, but it is so obvious. And I just couldn't help myself. I don't think you could ever have too many skeletons. You definitely probably could, but not in this household. But anyways, guys, he's so cute. I might even have to think of a name for him. Anytime I really like a piece, I have to name it. So, I don't know. I'll let you know what happens with that. Moving right along, we're going to talk about this. So these have been all the rage for a few years now, it feels like. Again, with the confetti. Gosh, this is going to be such a mess to clean up. I'm not looking forward to it at all. Anyways, these have been all the rage over the past couple years, at least what I've noticed. And most people will have, any spooky ghoul or fellow Halloween enthusiasts will have like some sort of coffin shelf or even like a DIY coffin shelf in their house. I don't have one. That's hopefully gonna come at some point. But I figured I could get this little mini wall hanging one because I've seen these so many times on Pinterest and Instagram, and all these other platforms. And they're so cool because people always do their own thing with them. And my plan for this one is I'm probably gonna line it like chock full of either red or white roses, maybe even black roses. I don't know what'll end up looking good. And I might even like buy like a little cheap Halloween skeleton and then, touch it up a little bit, like paint it a little bit and make it look a little bit more weathered and creepy, and put it in there and surround it with the flowers, and I think that'll be so pretty. It's definitely gonna be something witchy that I do with this. I don't know. It'll be some sort of witchy aesthetic. But again, this was that place and time line. The place and time collection is what I'm going to start saying. And this is a lot. This retails for $49.99. I went when there was a sale, so don't worry, I didn't pay that. But a little bit more. But it is very heavy, very good quality. And they also discounted it a little bit for me because it looks like it had something hanging right there that broke off. And I don't know what it was. So, all the more reason to do a DIY. So I was really happy to finally snag one of those. And we're gonna move on to this guy. It's another skull! Surprise! So there is a good reason I picked this up. A, he looks terrifying. Like if you look at him, he looks like he's scared and like I don't know, like his hands are like grabbing onto him, and it's very dark in my opinion. But the other reason I got him is not only does he match the aesthetic I'm going for perfectly, but he's a candle holder. And I cannot wait to see what this looks like when I actually get a candle in here burning. Like, I'm not even kidding. I'm gonna, like, this is probably gonna go, I mean, it'll probably start on the gallery wall. That's my vision I have for it. But I would also love to have this as an entry item. You know, something that's hanging on the wall nearest to my doorway. Because this will just look like such a cool, creepy greeting with like a really spooky candle burning in there. Like just a off-white, candle dripping everywhere kind of candle. You know what I mean? You know the kind. And, or maybe a red one. I don't know. But he's going to look amazing. I definitely have a thing for this monochromatic color. In my house, there's either gold plated on something or silver plated on something. It's kind of weird. I didn't even plan it that way. That's just how it happened. So, anyways, he was amazing. I ripped the tag off. I don't know how much he was. Again, he was by that really awesome Place and Time collection. Go get something by them. I'm serious, you guys. I don't ever want to try to influence you to spend your money, but if you're going to spend your money, go spend your money on that. Anyways, that brings us to my last piece with Joann's. And I am so in love with this piece, you guys. So, this piece is like all the things I look for in an all year long house decor item. And it's freaking bats flying up a wall. And it's all the things that I look for. I'm not even kidding. I can say that until I'm red in the face. I love this piece. I love this piece. This was, again, by that amazing collection, the Place and Time Shivers and Slithers. Never heard of them before. You guys killed it. Please come back next year. Please come back next year. But anyways, it's so simple and elegant to me, and it's just everything that just screams bougie Halloween. And I love that kind of aesthetic. I love for my decor to look a little bit like, I don't even know the term, just to have a little class to it. You know, Halloween decorating is my favorite decorating, but I don't know if any of you have noticed this. It has the potential to go from good to too much very quickly, or not even too much, because there's no such thing as that. But Halloween put up in the wrong way, like cluttered, to me can look a little bit, I don't even know, it just ruins it. It doesn't look good in my opinion. So anytime I can find something that doesn't exactly scream Halloween, but has a little bit of class to it, I'm all about it, because it does it all the things for me, you guys. I don't know. I don't even know what to say about this piece anymore, because it's just so good. It is so good. Look at it. It's just got these silver bats flying up a wall. Batman would approve. I don't even know, you guys. We always get weird when we do these videos, so just accept it. Embrace it. Like I tell anybody in my life, just embrace my crazy. Don't try to change it. Just embrace it and you'll be happy. Anyways, this retailed for $49.99. I got it at a discount because they were having a sale, but I would have paid that. I straight up would have paid full price for this because it's worth it, in my opinion. It's worth all the money. So, love this. Again, another piece for my gallery wall. And I'm probably the only person I know who can gab about a plaque of bats for 15 minutes or however long that was. I'm not ashamed. Anyways, guys, that was Joann's, and that was the whole brunt of the haul. And that finally brings us to the end of this video. And as I mentioned earlier, oh, no, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. I need to be quiet because it doesn't. If you see, like right behind me to my right, your left, there is a little Wolfman guy, and his name is Wolfman. So original. But he is another piece I picked up this year, and he's from Distortions Unlimited. And I have so many fun things that happened, like revolving around these Distortions purchases this year. And I'm not going to get into it because I could blab about it for 17 years. But he is so amazing, you guys. That's not going to be his permanent home. He's actually going to go up in my loft area. He's so perfect, you guys. I love a classic movie monster. He reminds me of the original Wolfman, but kind of mixed with that new movie that they came out with back in like whenever they came out with that. And he's so cool. He's like over 6 feet tall. The detail in him is amazing. And he actually is pretty unsettling. Like there's been a couple times I've got up in the middle of the night and I'm like walking into my kitchen and I turn on the light and he startles me because he looks like a person. Anyways, that is my final piece for this haul. I'm not going to tell you how much he retails for because I don't remember. I know it's over $400. I know that. But that's on Distortions Unlimited. Great website, great company. Oh, I should just say great company. Highly recommend them. Anyways, you guys, we are at the end of this video, and as I mentioned before, this final piece I'm going to talk about gets a little bit spooky and kind of touches on the spiritual side of things. So if that's not your cup of tea, and if you don't like ghost stories, then feel free to say sayonara, and I will see you next time. But if you do love ghost stories and you love, talking about unexplainable events and, just some spooky goodness, then stick around. So I have a final Tuesday mornings piece that I picked up, and I am convinced, and it's not like this is like some rare item that you can't find anywhere. I'm sure others of you have this or know someone who does. It's sold at Tuesday mornings, so you can pick it up pretty easily. But this particular one, there's some strange occurrences that have happened around it, and I don't know how to feel. So before I gab too much, I'm just going to show you what it is. So this right here is my I don't even know what you want to call him. He is just my masquerade pumpkin owl is what I'm going to call him. And he is beautiful, you guys. This was another Tuesday morning's purchase, and I really never spoke about this on this channel, but owls hold a very sentimental place for me, and I am in love with this piece. This is just such an ornate, beautiful piece, in my opinion, and I'm not going to lie to you. I believe there is some really interesting things that, I don't know, that have to do with this piece. Like, there's definitely something more to this, and I'll explain why. So I bought this about a week ago, and it was so strange, you guys. I went and picked this up at the store, and when I went there though, this was the first thing I noticed when I walked in, and he just captivated my attention. Like, as soon as I saw it, And when I went over and I picked it up, I'm not gonna lie, like, even though I love it, I got a really weird feeling from it. I don't know how to explain it. And so I put it down, and I ended up going with the option. There was two of these. I ended up going with the one next to it, and that's the one I ended up buying. Well, I don't know if you, I don't even know what I was gonna say, but all I'm, see, I'm like losing my train of thought with this, you guys. So this piece is definitely haunted. There's no other way to say it. Like there's definitely something attached to this, and like even when I'm around it, like I get the weird feeling, and that's why I'm kind of spacey as I'm talking about this right now. Because it just makes me feel like a certain type of way, and I don't hate that feeling, but it is strange. Long story longer, the reason this piece like kind of affects me so much, one of the reasons I believe is because owls are a very powerful symbol, in my opinion, and they symbolize loved ones who have passed along or passed over, and I believe that they are a convoy. They just symbolize people who have passed on, and they represent those people in another, spiritual realm, that they're doing okay. I believe owls are a good thing. So, and there's a really big reason why I love owls so much. I won't go into it on here, but basically I had somebody dear to me pass away a few years back, and I was visited by an owl, and I never even saw the owl. It just visited my window, and I could hear it outside. And from that moment on, I was okay. I mean, I wasn't okay, but I felt a lot better about losing that person after that happened. And they've just been very, very special to me ever since. So anyways, that was like the world's longest story, but that's why this piece is so special to me. But it gets weirder, you guys. So I actually, when I picked up the piece before this, the one that I actually originally bought, I left the store, went and ran a bunch of errands, and when I got home, I was carrying all my groceries up the stairs, and it was a bunch of stuff, like food and non-breakable stuff. And of course, when I get to my door, I put my key in the lock, and the moment, I'm not even kidding, I could not have timed this perfectly, the moment I put my key in the lock, the bag containing the first owl that I had purchased broke open, and he came toppling out and landed on his face and shattered right in front of my door. It was strange, and I've actually included a photo here that will show how bad he shattered. And forgive me, my editing skills are not all that yet. So like I said, this page is a work in progress. So forgive me, but we're gonna scroll over to this video, or this picture, and you'll see what I mean. This owl was a shattered wreck, and it's pretty, it gets weirder from here. So just stay tuned, take a look at this picture. All right, pretty broken, right? So you might be thinking, well, what does this have to do with the ghost story? I mean, you just got home and broke your thing, like broke your thing that you bought. Like, there's nothing crazy. Well, it is weird, you guys, because it gets weirder. Like, and to me, that's very strange, because it wasn't the original one I bought, or I mean, excuse me, it wasn't the original one that spoke to me, in a sense, the one that I kind of got the weird vibe from. It was the other one. So in a way, and this is how I personally feel on it, I feel like the one that I got the strange vibe from chose me, in a sense. I know I sound like I have lost my mind, but that's truthfully how I feel. And I've never had something break like that. And out of all the bags that could have broken open and done that, it makes zero sense. Like, and he was so well packaged. I mean, you saw in the photo that he's surrounded by bubble wrap, all this other stuff. There was no reason he should have broke open like that. So it felt to me like that second one I got was not meant for me. It just wasn't. He wanted no part in coming back to this household. But this one, so anyways, long story longer, I called the store up and I was devastated. I mean, I was so devastated. I love this piece. And I was like, you're not gonna believe what happened. And I'm like, I'm so sorry to ask this, but I'm like, the one that I just left with shattered as soon as I got home. And I had this whole long sob story that I was explaining to the manager who answered, and he interrupted me and was so kind. He was so kind, but he just interrupted me and he goes, it's fine. He's like, just bring it back. He's like, we'll exchange it for a new one. And he's like, and it'll be no charge. So sweet. And by the way, I wanted to give him a shout out. His name is Conrad, and I told him I would because I was so thankful that he did this. The Tuesday mornings in Wheat Ridge, Colorado, great customer service. You guys are amazing. I don't even live in Wheat Ridge, but I will continue to shop there because of the amazing customer service. Conrad was so nice, and he allowed me to come back, and he held the other one for me, and he let me take it with no additional charge. As you saw in that picture, there was no way we could have resold that other one. So they didn't have to do that, but that was so kind of them. So thank you. That was very, very sweet. Anyways, I ended up with the original one that I got the strange filling from, and it's just so bizarre to me that that's how that went, you guys. And I'm gonna go ahead and light this up. As you can see, it is hauntingly beautiful. It is just so pretty. And being during the daytime, it doesn't really do it justice. But the owl actually lights up too. He lights up really well, actually. And it's very bright, but it's just got this hauntingly beautiful glow. And the story continues to get stranger, you guys. So after I brought it home, like later on in the week, it was cleaning day, and I was cleaning my whole house, and I had originally filled the bathtub up with a little bit of water because I had been soaking it in bleach and scrubbing it and whatnot. And like I had just got done scrubbing the bathtub, and there's a certain direction that you have to turn the shower gauge. Otherwise, if you turn it any other direction, there will be a steady drip. That's actually quite a lot. And I would never turn it this way. I always have to turn it all the way to the left to ensure that it's off. I've done this ever since I moved in here. And I'm such a creature of habit. There's no way I would forget this. It's such a part of my routine when I'm cleaning. There's no way I would forget it. It's just as ingrained to my brain of turning the shower gauge all the way to the, all the way to the right to make sure that it's off. And that's just as ingrained in my brain as locking the front door. It's something I would not forget. So the strange thing here, you guys, is after I got done cleaning the bathroom and cleaning the bathtub, I finished cleaning the rest of my house, and I went back, and the shower gauge was all the way to the opposite direction, turned to the left, and there was no drip. It was so bizarre. Anytime you ever turn it any other direction than the right, there's gonna be a drip. It's just impossible to avoid. It's like a steady flow of water that comes out. And there was nothing, and it was completely turned the opposite direction. And I remember turning this to the right to make sure it was off before I had went, about the rest of my day. How did it's so weird. How did it get turned to the left? I don't understand. Like, it's so weird. And of course it happened shortly after buying this. And to top that all off, you remember in the beginning of this video I had mentioned this is like my third time trying to film this video? That's a whole nother thing. I have never had such issues with trying to film. It's like either my phone dies, or I can't upload the video, or parts of it are missing, or weird things. And the final portion of this, well, this is not the final portion, but even further with the weirdness surrounding this piece. In one of those old videos, you guys, and maybe one day I'm either going to try to upload it to Facebook or here, I don't know, it wouldn't let me upload it. But I was playing it back, and I was rewatching it to make sure, just kind of editing it and whatnot. And I'm the biggest skeptic you'll ever meet in your life. I'm just going to be honest. I love ghosts. I love ghost stories. I love the supernatural. I love all of that. And I want to believe it's true, but I have a very scientific mind. So naturally, that's very hard for me. My scientific mind clashes with my more whimsical side of myself. Um, anyways, I was watching the video, one of the original ones I tried posting of this, and I'm not even kidding you guys. I don't want to use the word orb, but there was definitely these circular objects, and it could be dust. You know, maybe it was dust, but I don't know. They didn't move in the same pattern as dust. But I'm like here talking about this piece, I'm talking about it, holding it, and you could see them in the background. They moved at odd paces and like weird directions that you don't normally see dust particles floating in, but they looked like these circular things that ranged in size. And some of them were pretty large, but they were just this clear oval, not oval, but circular shapes that were see-through that you clearly, clear as day, you see floating around like randomly in the video. But it was definitely, it's just throughout the video, but I know I remember seeing one when I was talking about this, and then another one in the beginning of the video of the old one. And it, like I said, it could be dust, but I would be shocked if you could see dust behind me. I don't know, it was weird. And then there's one that floats right across the camera, but they are weird moving objects that didn't move in an organic pace, if that makes sense. So that happened. And then the final hauntingly spooky thing or fact I want to share about this piece is, you can see it's illuminated, and unfortunately it's daytime, so I can't show you right now. But one day I will, either on the Facebook group or on here, I'll upload a video of me. I'll switch this on at nighttime. You can clearly see that this is just a jack-o'-lantern face and an owl. 2 eyes, a nose, and a mouth. Logically, when there's a bright light illuminating through a shape, you would expect it to cast a similar shadow. It doesn't always, but logically you would expect that. The creepy thing about this piece, you guys, is when he switched on and he cast a jack-o'-lantern face naturally on whatever surface is directly in front of him, it's not the same face, like, at all. Like, 4 eyes appear in this eye, and 4 eyes appear in this eye, and 4 noses appear. And it casts this really kind of unsettling face. Like, it doesn't look like the jack-o'-lantern at all. And the mouth stays exactly the same in the shadow it casts, but everything else completely changes, like doubles. More than that. I mean, it's just bizarre. And I, for the life of me, have stared into this and tried to figure out what is causing that, and I can't. I literally don't know how that's possible. And let me know if any of you watching this have this piece. I would be very curious to know if yours does the same thing. I would be very curious to know. But even if it doesn't, it's still strange. Or even if it does, it's still really strange. So I will definitely keep you posted on this and let you know if any other strange occurrences happen. But it has been weird. There's just definitely been a different energy in the home since I brought this home. And I am a firm believer, despite my scientific views on life, I'm a firm believer that things do carry energies. And energy, you know, the transfer of energy has been a proven thing. It's a real thing. But I do believe objects can carry energy, and more on a spiritual side too. I believe that whoever interacted with this, whoever created this, whoever had anything to do with this last, I believe that they are no longer here, for one thing. I don't believe that they are in the physical realm anymore. And I also believe that their energy is attached to this. And that's a very real thing. Inanimate objects do this all the time. I have another piece in my house. So long story short, this is a good energy that I sense from this. And I haven't sensed anything malevolent or anything. I haven't. But I do feel that there's definitely something here. And the other thing I'll say about this is, I mean, you noticed it earlier when I was scattered brain talking about it. but it's because, do you ever have that weird, and it literally keeps flickering too. It's weird. Do you ever have that weird, like, habit of when somebody's watching you do something, you like lose your mind, like your brain falls out of your head, and like you, it could be the most mundane, simple thing that you're doing, and then somebody comes up and they're standing behind you, or they're watching you, or your boss is watching you, or your coworker, and all of a sudden you forget like life, you forget what you're doing, you forget how to do anything. I do that really bad when I'm being watched. Well, I get that same feeling when this piece is around me and when I'm looking at it. Like when I look at this, it literally, and again, I'm gonna sound like I'm completely off my rocker, but it feels like I'm looking at a person. It I know I'm crazy, but it just, it feels like it's a person. It feels like a presence is there. And I don't feel like I'm just looking at some object. I feel like something is standing there with me. Anyways, guys, that is my story. I hope you enjoyed this. It really is a very true ghost story. Even if it's not a ghost, there's something connected to this, something unexplainable. And it came just in time for the spooky season. So, very happy to finally have a haunted piece. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you do have any haunted pieces of your own, I would love to hear about them. And definitely feel free to share them in the comment section. And as always, please be sure to like and subscribe so you never miss any future spooky goodness. And I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your Halloween season, and take care. All right, guys, happy Halloween.